it again. Every time Nigeria is ringing bell. If I look on news, it is bell. If I look social media, it is problem. Eh? When I should be drinking coffee, they will make me to come online. They don't want to have me to rest. But you know what? You know what? The spirit in me, the Biafra spirit in me, I said, when I told you, if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is looking for 100 people, I promise that I have 50 in me. You have not seen anything. It is not by my power. It is not by my power. It is not by my power. But, you know, as my own oru, I am a royal. You understand? Till Biafra come. But today you are going to receive sense. The crypto, Nigeria crypto. As they are crippling your economy, they close border. They closed the border. ESN came out automatically, you know, weaponized. It shocked them. It shocked them. They said, this border no work. Oh. This close of border no work. Oh. Now, how do we stop the funding now of this Sunday or Igbo? How do we stop the contribution? Let us stop the crypto. Because they were following Nigerians, southern Nigerians. Use crypto. We should open crypto. Use crypto. Don't use the Western Union. Don't use this. They say, so these people are doing crypto. Okay, let us slash them. Bah! They are not considering the economic impact of crypto. No. They are not considering how much the crypto is bringing to Nigeria economy. Their agenda is not to make Nigeria progress. No. They have a better agenda. Now you get the point. Now you get the point. My only problem is that why is it that you must wait? Was Thomas born in Nigeria? Is Thomas a Nigerian? Is Thomas in the Bible in Nigeria? Are you a lineage of Thomas? Are you a lineage of Thomas? All of you have Thomas blood in your vein. How did you get Thomas blood in your vein? That it must happen to you first before you understand. We hear more in Anubia. You hear more kind of man. Woo! When we are telling you, you don't know, we are telling you, even we are not prophets, but everything we have said, everything we open this mouth to say, if it don't happen today, it will happen tomorrow. I want you to go from the beginning of this struggle. From the beginning. In fact, even the one that we are not sure of, once God asks us to say it, we will say it and God will do it. Hey! Woo! I said, did you see the prayer? May God harden the heart of the leaders in Nigeria so that we will tell them, the world may know that Obi is no longer a boy. I remember when we used to read the history of the Greeks, the Greek gods. I don't know, you know, of course you don't read all those things in Africa. The history of the Greek gods. Medusas. Medusa, they say Medusa is she look at when you look at Medusa, you turn into she would dry you and you become stone. Medusa have snake, you know, her hair. Medusa's hair is snake. Because of the power in Medusa, Medusa went very
this is my wicked word. This is my confusion word. Listen to Palibran. I will tell you a story about one lady girl. Polly they go to work. Polly they work for bank. Then I enter for motor. Wherever they go. Opposite Udi, but the right hand the side, along the Sukudu Road. I see people run. I see people run. Then I ask the driver, waiting they happen. Driver waiting they happen. Driver tell the body boy, see no day for talk. See no day for talk. If better you take your eye and see. Then I call the driver. Driver waiting. Driver waiting. This is my wicked word. This is my confusion word. Listen to
akara m ihe mbe na-eme mbe si ma achọrọ ofu ukwu ehi ma nke ọzọ mụ achọrọ ihe niile ma ụkwụ ya ma aka ya ma isi ya ma olu ya anyị ga-adọbiri wee pụọ na nke onwe anyị tighata azụ etu anyị nọ tupu ndị ọcha wee bịa ebe a nwa aha obodo ebe a nwe ndị mmadụ n'ime tupu nwa bekee si ebe o si hapụ obodo ya ọ bịa ebe a ọkpọrọ onye nke ọkpọrọ okeke ọkpọrọ okafọ dakata anyị isi ọ sị n'ụbọchị nke taa na anya aha anyị wusi Naijiria anyị na-aza aha na-enweghị omimi n'ime ya ihe ngwa gị gbasị biko kọwara m ihe Naijiria pụtara enwepụghị kọwara m ọmụa ga-aza aha osimiri ka osimiri ga-aza aha mụnwa n'ihi ihe anyị na-ekwuwu na ebe a rụgidere ụlọ a na ọ jọgburu onwe ya ọ dịghị mma Naijiria agaghị emekọtanwu ihe ọzọ ihe ọjọọ emego n'obodo a arụ emego egbugo ndị be anyị aka na-egbukwa anyị ndị Fulani wee chere na mabata be anyị ka na-egbukwa ndị be anyị ruo ụtụtụ echi a na-asị m na ọ ga-adị mma oge ọ na-ekwekwu ka nwee mmekọrịta bụ nke ndị iro kọ nke ndị ụmụnne ha egosighị anyị ọtụtụ mgbe ha kpọrọ anyị asị onye ajụrụ ajụ na-ajụ onwe ya ha jụrụ anyị aja ama njụ onwe anyị agbanyeghị na anyị nwe ngwa ahịa n'ugwu Awụsa agbanyeghị na anyị na-azụ ahịa ebe niile dị iche iche na-eme nke ọma kama onye gara ndụ kpakụ onye ire rie n'ihe ọ Ndụbụisi ka anyị na-ekwu okwu ya ka echeghata azụ ebe a ruo obodo anyị ka o wee maa mma wee karịa obodo ndị ọcha na mma ọhịa anyị na-arịọ nwoke na ugwu nwee nkwanye ugwu n'ime onwe anyị ọnwa anyị pụọ n'iro a na-etigbu anyị pụọ n'iro ekwu okwu asị ọ bụ gịnị ma anyị ji wee ekwu okwu ọnwụ ihe ndị a ka anyị sị na anaghị anabatakwa ya ọzọ.
Akụkọ a kọrọ anyị bụ na ọkụkọ na ewu agaghị nzukọ ụmụ anụmanụ a na-emezi mgbe ọbụla a chọrọ ịchụ aja ejiri ọkụkọ maọbụ nwụchụ aja mgbe ọbụla a chọrọ ime ka Naijiria dị n'otu enwe ha na-eto esi mgbe kpam akpụrụ ndị Igbo ọ pụtara na anyị bụ ọkụkọ maọbụ ka ọ pụtara na anyị agaghị nzukọ mere ya bụ ihe eji eme anyị ndị Igbo ụdị na ọbara ndị Igbo ahụ kpafu n'obodo Naijiria kaja.
Ọ bụ site n'akpọmasị ihe na-eme anyị dịka ihe mere ndị ji oge mgbe gara aga. Etu akụka mba niile dị iche iche ji kpọọ ụmụ Izrel asị, a na-egbu ha, a na-egbu ha, a na-egbu ha, afọ niile aka na-egbu ha na-egbu ha. O wee ruo oge ugbu anyị asị na ogbugbu a na-egbu anyị na ọ dịghị anyị mma. Ọ ka mma na onwe ihe kwegbuo anyị wu nwere onwe njem a nke anyị na-aga kama na anyị si etete n'ụtụtụ asị na onwe onye gburu ebe a onwe ha na-ekwu okwu. O doo na onye onwe onye n'aka ụkọchukwu n'ugwu Awụsa ebepụ isi awụghị ofu ugboro, ọwụghị ugboro abụọ, ọwụghị ugboro atọ, ọwụghị ugboro anọ. Ọ bụ ruo ole mgbe ka a ga-egbugide anyị wee rue anyị asị mba na anyị ga-aga ka anyị nwee ike wee nwere onwe anyị? Ọ ka mma na anyị nwụrụ ebe anyị na-azọ nwere onwe tụmụ na anyị nọ n'ụlọ etu a mmadụ ibe mabata n'ime ụlọ mbịa bupụ m isi a sị na achọghị ụdị nka. Ọ bụghị anyị maka a ga-eji wee chụọ àjà ọzọ.
Oh, sorry, you're not hearing me. Wow. So sorry, so sorry. My voice was locked up. Very sorry about it. I was wondering why everybody was disappearing. Only Kochux and Chidubem were able to stay. Only Kochux and Chidubem was able to stay. So sorry, so sorry. I don't know that I was muted. There are a lot of issues, There are so many things for one to think about. So I'm very sorry for that. Thank you, Kochux and Chidubem. Thank you so much for your patience. These are people, when you see people who are with you, you will always understand. We know people who are truly the followers of the program. We know the people who are serious on what we are doing. We know the people who are members of our house. Those who are not part of us, who just come for coming's sake, or they come to hear gossip. Once there's a little mistake, they run away. They won't even wait to tell you to make corrections, or they won't even call your attention. So I'm sorry, I was muted, so it's now okay. Thank you so much, Kochux and our brother Chidubem Emmanuel. Thank you so much. So what I was saying is that we will be having all our programs on this very platform. We will having our program here, our morning program and our evening program. Today we had a problem in David Herbert channel today. While I was doing my morning program, they brought the video down. So they brought the video down. We have restriction on David Herbert channel. We cannot be able to do live there for now. We cannot be able to do live now until when they lift the ban or when they resolve it. So our live program in the morning is going to be in this channel, and our evening program will also be in this channel. So try to share the program and invite others so that they can know where we are. You know, that's always the problem. That is why we always have a backup channel, so that whenever they hold you on one, you go to the other one. Whenever they hold you on one channel, they try to attack you, you go to the other channel. Today, when we were doing our program, normal morning program today, there was nothing wrong with it. I was just showing the video of the criminals, those who are taking innocent lives in our land, those who say we will not leave. I was showing their video. While we were doing that program, they take down the program. While we are still on program, they take it down. So some of you who was in that morning program will see what happened. They just took off the program. They take the video down. So, you know, there's nothing we can do. This is the same thing that we are doing to Mazi Simon Ekpa. Even Mazi Nandekan. Mazi Nandekan was facing the same challenges. Whenever he is on live, they will drive away the viewers. They will reduce the number of viewers. They will shadow ban the platform. The same thing with Mazi Simon Ekpa. You know, they took down his YouTube channel. So that's the problem we're facing. That was why Mazi Simon Ekpa was trying to build our own social media network. Our own, a place where we can be able to be there and preach the gospel without anybody interrupting us. So that is what it is. We have to try as much as possible. Everybody help and like and share. Help, like and share. Share in all your platforms so that other people will know where we are. Because there are so many people that don't know this channel. Many people do not know this channel. They only know the David Herbert channel because that is where I always broadcast on the David Herbert channel. So now that we cannot be able to go live there, we are going to lose many of our followers and our members, and they will not know where we are. So how we can be able to notify them is you helping to share so that they can get across. By the special grace of Chukwukabian, we overcome the challenges. That's one of the things we face on social media, and we will continue. So my fellow Biafrans that are watching, wherever you are watching, I welcome every one of you this evening. We have come once again to continue to speak and preach the gospel of Biafra. There are a lot of things that we have to do. There are a lot of things on the table. And we will continue to do our part. Wherever you are as a Biafran, you must not allow anybody to discourage you. You must not allow anybody to underrate you. You must not allow anybody to push you into doing something you know is not right. We must continue to represent Biafra in any way we can, because as we are seeking for recognition of our nation, that recognition also depends on our attitude. It also depends on our behavior. People are watching to see how we behave. People are watching to see how we react to issues. People are watching to see how we approach matters. So these things matters a lot. So wherever you are watching this program from, I urge you in the name of Chukwukabiam. I understand that the days are evil. I understand that things are very difficult. I understand the attack is very, very heavy. They are attacking us on different angles, on different directions. When you go to the right, they follow you there. You go to the left, they follow you there. You can see the attack is not, is both inside and outside. So you can see what we experienced in the morning while we were doing the program. Simply because we are showing the evil of the enemies. There was nothing wrong we were doing. And then the video was taken down. They were not even shooting gun. We were only showing their equipment they are using to attack people. The new equipment they acquired, that is the only thing we are showing you. They were not shooting it. They were not shooting any gun. There was no gunshot or whatever. No. So, but still, they could not allow the program to continue. They take down the program. So that is the challenges we have to face. Every one of us have to be strong. The battle for Biafra is not an easy one. It's not a small battle. We need to be very, very serious. It's not a small battle. The challenge is that the Nigerian government is doing everything humanly possible to see that they stop us. They can go to every length. They can do anything to see that they stop us. But we must not agree. We must not allow. Don't allow anything to discourage you. They can even use your brother. They can use your sister. They can use your friend. They can use your leader. They can use anybody around you to distract you from what we are doing. But it's left for you to create that maturity for yourself and say no to those things when you see them. Say no to their blackmail. Say no to their attacks. Say no to all the things they are pushing to you and continue to move on. That is the only way we can overcome them. No matter what they do, no matter what they say, no matter how they try to push their propaganda, we say no and we remain where we are. Continue to push on. Is everything okay? Everything is not okay. Is everything roses? Everything is not roses. Yes, that is the word, my brother Coachus. Mental toughness. That is the word. That is the right word. Mazen Nandekan talked about mental toughness. If there is any time to use that mental toughness, is now. Because as we speak, the challenges now is not only coming from the Janjaweed. It's not only coming from the Westerners. It is coming even from your brother, from your sister, from your leader, from your friends. So it needs mental toughness. You must define Biafra for yourself. And as I said, I want everybody to focus their mind on Biafra. You know, we have a very big problem. We, the Biafran people, we are having the problem like the Christians are having. We are having the problem like the Christians, just the way some Christians behave. They follow sheepishly without asking a question. Some Christians, they don't even care. Even when they see something that is wrong, you can imagine a woman that is looking for the fruit of the womb. We go to a pastor, and a pastor who claims to be a Christian pastor will tell you that he will sleep with you before you can get pregnant. Even if na juju the pastor puts for mouth, how will you ever agree to that kind of a thing? Somebody that claims to be a pastor. But you see some people agreeing to it in the name of Christianity. Even something you know that it's not possible. Even you know that even that thing is wrong. Morally, it is wrong. Morally, it is wrong. But yet, you accept it. You accept it because it is your pastor that said it. Because it's somebody that said it. Because they call the name of God. That is some of us at Biafra. This is one of the things that is disturbing some of us Biafra. The love we have for Biafra, the love we have to Biafra has become we have become addicted to that name Biafra. That anybody that mentions Biafra, we follow. Anybody that mentions, we don't even ask questions. We don't even sit back and digest the information that is coming. We don't even think again and say, this person, no matter how he's calling Biafra, this thing you are doing, I'm not sure is right. You don't even question. That is the situation we are in Biafra. In some environment, they will not even allow you to question. When you go to a place where you are not allowed to ask questions, you should begin to wonder why you are not allowed to ask questions. The same problem some of us are facing as Christians who claim to be Christians, some of us that claim to be Christians. When you see what they do, you begin to wonder. You begin to wonder why somebody that claims to be a Christian will believe that his own mother, his own father is a witch, is one standing against your progress. Even when you know that if that is true, you yourself will know. There are wicked people, we know there are wicked people everywhere, but there are certain revelations somebody will give you, you won't take it. More especially our women. The most common example is the way people go. You are looking for something, you go for something. The person that is you're telling to help you to do something cannot even help him or herself. Like some people going to give money for somebody to help you to do fasting. How can somebody help you to do fasting? You give money. A fasting, they are supposed to say you make your prayer and fast within yourself to make something happen. But you will not fast. You say you give somebody to fast on your behalf. How can you bribe God on such a way? How can you? Is it everything that we manipulate? But you see Christians believing in it and they're doing it. They don't even ask questions. And this is just a typical example of how some of us behave as Biafrans. Some of us, even with our genuine heart, we have fallen in love with the Biafra that we can no longer dictate good and bad. Anybody that mentions Biafra, you are good to go. Anywhere you hear Biafra, you don't even ask questions. You are good to go. That is why you see people springing up everywhere and there. You see platforms springing up every here and there, identifying themselves with one thing or the other, and people are rushing. Anywhere you go, you still see our people, they are there. It is high time we begin to change the way we do things. It is high time we begin to change our attitude, the way we approach issues. It is high time we change the way we behave, the way we approach issues, the way we do things. Our mentality is so faulty, so faulty, so faulty. And it is much more dangerous at this point in time. At this time that we are in now, where there are many factions everywhere. There are many factions everywhere. Everybody talking about Biafra. Everybody calling Mazen Nandekano. Everybody calling Mazen Simon Eba. And some of us will not even look down. Don't believe on that name they are calling, or on the flag you see beside them, or in the pictures you see. No, not just in the word. Can you take some time and listen, or make a research about their attitude and their life before? Check their attitude, their life before, how they approached issues in the past. Can you check how they approached issues in the past? You can't do that. Check their attitude to matters before. You will not do that. All you know is that the person is mentioning Biafra. Oh, you run and you follow. That is why I have always said that you must define Biafra yourself, the kind of Biafra you want. When you define your Biafra for yourself and you know the type of Biafra you want, nobody is going to deceive you. Nobody will deceive you. Not me, not anybody. Nobody is going to command or control you or tell you where to go or where not to go. You will make your own decision yourself. And I bet you, when you make your decision, you will stand by it. Whatever be the cause, it doesn't matter. Every decision we make has a consequence. We know that. And you're supposed to know that before you take any decision. That this decision you're taking, look at what is going to result. You must know what it will result. It's just like somebody going into business. When you're going into business, you must have to know the advantage and disadvantage of the business. You must know the secret of that business, how it feels, the risk in it. And once you know the risk, once that risk comes, you will be able to enjoy it, overcome it, and move ahead. But when you don't study the do and don't in issues and you just jump into it, you only focus on the advantage. You don't think about the disadvantage. When the disadvantage comes, you will lose your balance. And that is what we are seeing in the quest for Biafra today. Many of us have not answered the question. We don't even know why we are pursuing the Biafra. We don't even know where we are and how far we have gone. We don't even know the instruction that was left behind for us. That is why anybody that comes to talk, you believe and you follow. Anybody that comes your way to talk, you believe and you follow. You don't even ask questions. Anybody, as long as the person opens mouth and calls Biafra, you chase that person, and the next thing you are in the platform and you are supporting and you are shouting and you are obeying and doing that. And before you realize it, it is too late. There are some people we are listening today that we are not even supposed to listen to at all. Some people today, Nobody is supposed to be paying attention to them, because when you check their record, everything they say from day 1 to day 2, there has never been any sincere word in them. They have never been any sincere word. All their word has been always propaganda, blackmail, propaganda. Either they blackmail someone or they are pushing lies. So many of them have come to apologize more than 1,000 times. And after apologizing, they still go back and do the same thing they are doing. And still, people are still following them and following sheepishly. My fellow Biafrans, we must be careful. The game is becoming tougher. As we speak now, Okigwe is bleeding. The world is not watching. Nobody cares. Ohaneze Ndigbo doesn't care. The politicians do not care. The elite do not care. Your celebrities did not care. The content creators in Nigeria, they don't care. The content creators in Biafra land, they don't care. They are busy pushing their propaganda. I was watching a video before I came online, but I couldn't finish that with it. You know, we are talking about, maybe tomorrow morning I will play that video. I saw a video that somebody was playing. You see, when we are talking about the propaganda of this, what do they call him? The one that called himself Okurora Ndigbo. Okurora have been exposed now. He has been exposed. The people that kidnapped him have spoken. He has been exposed. Who claimed that he was kidnapped? He wasn't even a kidnap. He was not even kidnapped. The people that took him have come out to speak, and they made the audio. I will play the audio tomorrow. I forgot to get the audio. I was just listening to it before I came. I saw it online, where somebody was playing an audio revealing what happened to Kurola, that he was not kidnapped. Person who said they kidnapped, they took all the money in his account, they took all that. They say the people that took him say they didn't take anything from him. They did not take money from him. They did not tie his head, his face, and they did not hold him for that hour he's speaking. And this is a man who came to say that the people that hold him, they were up to 100. That they were all in Debo. You see? And I came on this program, I said, this is a blackmail against us. These are the people working with Soludo. These are content creators that Soludo have paid to push this very propaganda, to change the narrative and make people believe that it is the Biafrans that are causing the problem. When we are saying it here, it will be as if we just forged the word. But today, the truth is coming out. The truth about Okurora case is coming out. And you can imagine, this is somebody who added Igbo to his name. Somebody who claimed that he is the one, he is Okurora. Okurora Fulani. Okuru Fulani. Look at everything that's happening in Biafra land. He has a platform. He has listeners. He has followership. But he cannot talk about Biafra the way we are talking about it. Don't even mention Biafra. Speak about what is happening in your land. Talk about what is happening in the homeland. He will not talk. He claimed to be operating NGO that they used to extort money from people. NGO that they used to extort money from people. That is one that is ready for them. You're helping people. When you go there and help, people will donate money. You help 1 or 2 or 3. Your name will be ready everywhere. And then you use it as your own business and make your own money. People contributing. We had his case with the people in the UK. The case with a student in UK that they entered his WhatsApp group and they took some of them there. They took their money, and somebody committed suicide even in that. It is about money. Every one of them, all these content creators, is about money. They cannot do what we are doing. They can't do. Even though they have the platform. We have many Igbo content creators that have millions of followers. Millions. Not like we that have only few thousands of followers. And with our 1,000, 2,000 followers we are doing a great job on daily basis. To come here and spend 4 hours and sit down and spend 4 hours. Do you know how much an hour job is? If I'm going to work and spend 4 hours in the job, I know how much I'm going to get for that 4 hours. Am I going to get that here? Will I get it here? You can never get that amount here. What you get in YouTube, you can never get it there. How can you get it? But we come here, we do it because it is our life. It is our life. Dedicate that time to the cause of Biafra, to save life, to save our future, to save our generation unborn. Why we are doing everything to see that every one of us is free. Some people are there destroying what everybody is doing. The same thing they are doing to Mazen Nani, they never stop. Look at the case of Mazen Nandekano. The people today that are standing their ground that Mazen Nandekano will not get his release are the same people from his own area. Fellow Biafrans, fellow Igbo Biafrans. They are the one that is making sure that he's not free. Look at Mazen Simon Ekpa. It is the same people that wrote petition of Mazen Simon Ekpa. And they are not hiding it. Very shameless people. You saw them on their platform. Some of them we are calling Finnish embassy. They will write petition until they wrote petition. They went ahead, go to Finland and protest against their own brother. They even went to the court to show their face. That is how evil and idiotic these people are. And they think they will free. They will never be free. Nothing will save them. No matter how they try, they will never be saved. Chukwu will continue to destroy them. So, my fellow Biafrans, every one of us, sorry for that interruption, every one of us must pay attention. Don't allow anybody to distract you. If you know what you will do for us to get our freedom, please go ahead and do it. Anything at your reach that you know you can do, go ahead and don't look at it. Don't wait for anybody. Don't wait for anybody. Continue to do your part. Continue to do your part. Don't get distracted. No matter what the enemies do, no matter what they say, please stay safe. Stay safe always. We are in a time that difficult things are happening. We are in a very critical time in this journey. Very, very critical time. And I urge you, never ever give up. Because giving up is not an option. Giving up is not an option. It's not an option. Don't even consider it. Wherever you are, under which any umbrella you find yourself, continue to talk about Biafra. However difficult it might be, however discouraged it might be, always look upon that our collective interest, Biafra. Focus on that collective interest. Do not allow anybody to discourage you. Do not allow anybody to derail you. Don't allow anybody to confuse you. We must continue to fight for our freedom until we get to the promised land. And we are closer. We are very close. Very, very close. I have always been saying to my program that it is not declaring Biafra that matters, it's defending it. We have declared Biafra. That is good. On the 29th of November 2024, the declaration was made. But defending it is the most important. Mazen Nandekano said, whenever we declare Biafra, that we will defend it to the last. We will not declare the kind of Biafra that was Riga and Co. and other people declared. And we must not allow this one to be like the ones other people declare. We declare it once and that is it. Mazen Nandekano said it. That any time Biafra is declared, we will defend it to the highest level. That nothing Nothing will stop us in our land. Now you understand the area we are, that we must rise up and do what we have to do. We are not Nigerians, and we will never be Nigerian. You can see Nigeria, people who are Nigerians, they are already talking about their election. The people who are Nigerians, they're already planning their election. They're already preparing what they are going to do. We are not Nigerians. And you see how they are isolating us. You see how they are strategizing. You see the destruction they attack. They're already planning their attack against us, how they're going to push us away completely. How do you want these people to tell you that you are not part of them before you understand? How? How do you want them to say it? In which language? Which language do you want them to use to tell you that you are not part of us before you begin to understand that? I pray that Chukwu Okike will help all of us. Chukwu Okike will help all of us to overcome this very challenge before us, because it is not ordinary, and we cannot deal with it ordinarily. So wherever you are and you're watching this program today, I urge you in the name of Chukwu Okike, my message is: be strong. Encourage each other. Encourage your brother. Encourage your sister. Don't discourage people. Make yourself as a living example, so that when others see you, they say, because this person is still there, I'm going to be there. Because this person is talking about Biafra, I'm going to talk about Biafra. Because this guy is there, I'll be there. Don't isolate yourself, no matter what happens. Don't allow people to leave the struggle because of you. Don't allow people to reject the struggle because of you. Don't allow people to say, oh, I will be on the fence, sit and watch, because of your action, because of your behavior. It will be a bad thing if you become an agent of discouragement to people who have devoted themselves to work. I pray that Chukwu Okike will guide every one of us, direct us, and teach us the best way to do what we have to do to make sure that we get our freedom. Are we going to be free? There is nothing on the planet Earth that will stop our freedom. That is for sure. No man or woman will stop our freedom. No amount of propaganda of the Janjaweed will stop our freedom. They can continue to do all they like. They can continue to push all their blackmail and propaganda. They can continue in all their evil. They will never stop us from having our freedom. They can't stop us. No matter how they try. We will continue to march and march until we get to our destination. And our destination is freedom. Do not be discouraged. Do not be distracted. Do not worry. Wherever you find yourself, always try as much as possible to play your own role. Every one of us have a duty to carry out. As long as you carry out your own duty, you carry out your own duty, I carry out my own duty, the job will become easy for us. The journey of Biafra is not a small one. You think it's a small task? It's not an easy task. The pursuit of the freedom of Biafra is not a task for one person. The pursuit for the freedom of Biafra is not a task for one person. If you think it's a task for one person, you are just deceiving yourself. This is a task that belongs to every one of us. And for us to succeed, every hand must be on deck for us to succeed, because our enemy will not have pity on us. And our enemy will not give us a breathing space. That is why we must put everything on the line to see that Biafra declaration stands. We must put everything that we have to make sure that the legacy of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and the legacy of our Prime Minister Mazi Samanepa stands. My fellow Biafrans, let us listen to this message of our Supreme Leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. as he continued to expose the Zoological Republic and their idiocy. Let's hear what our supreme leader had to say that we use for this night. What is happening is not playing.
Was an evolution against your incompetence and on your unbridled tribalism. I said it before, maybe some people did not hear me very well. Usogusu was a revolution. I don't support it. I don't think that you should have gone on to kill those Morons from the north. You have left them. Allow their own people to tear up the pieces. A popular revolution. Not by way of a coup. I don't believe in coups. I don't believe in it. It was this gentleman who brought imbalance and injustice, unfairness to Nigeria's governments with the help of the United Kingdom. Because they see you as their slaves, you are still a colony. You are still niggers to them. After all, that was what they meant to Nigeria. Nigger area. People who are niggers occupying a nigger area. That's your name, Nigeria. That's of Nigeria. If you don't know. For the college Nigeria sounds a bit sweet. It sounds a bit okay. Nigger area. That's you're a nigger. That's your name. Friend, they call it Nigeria. Lack of music. Lord have mercy upon you also. He was the judge that put all this cabbage into the soup. And we are going to find them every inch of the way. Whatever it is. Not 1 inch. And Omai, Yetiala, if you are in any forest in Biafra land, you are gone. We will meet you there, you die. Leave our forest alone. The same people that said no to ban open grazing, have they been able to enforce it? It is actually ESM that is enforcing the ban on open grazing. That is why no cattle should be seen in our forest. We don't want to go there because it is a plan by the furniture to make our life an absolute misery. I want to talk to my own fellow Biafrans, those in Biafra State. You know, I'm sure by tomorrow now, DSS will give you some money. Maybe, I don't know if it's, I think now what they give is, I don't know if it's 400,000 naira for you. You get a group of people, share you 400,000 naira to present your face as maybe one group or solidarity advocacy group of Biafra. I want to ask Edwin Clark this very evening. He's an old man, so he was a traitor, a frontline traitor. All of you that betrayed Biafra, where are you today? Edwin Clark, I'm asking you, where are you today? And I don't want to talk about the man that they removed, none of you did anything about it. But you're from the same south, you're Niger Delta, or south, or south. I don't know where the south will stop. Because in geography, there's nothing, no point in south. I want to ask you this. There is a man called Moses Jitoko from Biafra State. He was meant to be the next IG of police. His man, the one who's supposed to be there now. 2 months ago, when the tenure was over, they played a game and prolonged his tenure to another 3 months. He kept to talk rubbish in the Saturday. This man he's a young man, because I'm older than him, he's only 53 years old. He should have been the IG of police. His name is Moses Jitoko from Biafra State. They retired him at the age of 52 instead of making him the IG of police. And now what they did, they went for a 57-year-old northern Fulani Muslim to make him the acting IG of police. And I have not heard anybody crying for answer of marginalization. I have not heard any of them come to lament or protest about domination. The oil in our land, the oil that you have in the land of Biafra, 80% of it belongs to the north. The other 19.5% belongs to the Yoruba. Only 0.5% belongs to one or two people from the east. Nobody's dominating you. Do you see how clever the Fulanis are, how they play this very well? Fulani, they don't have any issues. All they need to do is to get you hating yourselves. That is all they need to do. Very clever, very brilliant tactics are playing. Very, very brilliant. All they need to do is to get you to hate yourselves. That is all they need to do. And then they relax and enjoy the fallout. It was the stupidity of the likes of Clark that made it possible for them to dismiss Onoge. It wasn't the Chief Justice for long. That made it possible for this man, this young man, Moses Struggle, to be disgraced out of Abuja at the age of 52. You know, I keep telling them, Dredge never plays. TSS will come to say, oh, don't worry, you're not Igbo, you're alone. I accept independence. Because they know that alone you cannot fight them. You think they're stupid? It's a simple case of divide and rule. They know if you're look at Okonya, keep asking every day. Have they claimed the land of Okonya? Have they gotten their independence? Have they has life improved in Okonya? That says no. But the Fulani will encourage you to assert your Okoni identity over Biafra. You're not Biafra. Biafra is what binds all of us together. And with the name Biafra, we can fight and be free. All of us. But they tell you, don't support Biafra. You're Okoni. You are a job. But our brother has been sacked. What did he do? Because you are too small to confront the might of Fulani gentlemen. You are too small. You cannot. Only in Biafra can we confront them. Do you understand what I'm saying? That was why, remember the DSS director, again, also from my house, and they sacked him. They sacked him, no? They sacked him. And that oil you're fighting for, what's it called again? Resource control. You can never get it. You can never ever get it. From now on, you can't. Do you know why? Because they cleverly carved you out of Biafra. Once you're out of Biafra, everything you're asking for, everything you are waiting for, you can never get. But as one, we are unstoppable. Absolutely unstoppable. Ask yourself this question. Why is it that the gentlemen are concerned with you, some of you in the East, politicians taking over and floating your own security outfit by state, when they have a greater problem in the North? Some of you, I have preached this thing before, but some of you don't listen. Britain knows what I'm saying. Obasanjo, who is their slave, understands what I'm saying. Every intelligence agency in the world understands what I'm saying. Who created ISIS in West African province? They only, I think it was yesterday that they released the must squeeze this very gospel here. As I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by the unethical conduct of Facebook by removing my broadcast discipline. ICC in West Africa was created by the late then Muhammadu Buhari before our eyes in 2016. Buhari called Boko Haram his brothers. Buhari then, when he was alive, not this idiot you're seeing now, the original Buhari is dead and buried in the shadow of the America. When he was alive, he called Boko Haram his brothers. He turned around and said that any attack against Boko Haram is an attack against the North. Understand this very clearly. When he became the president of the zoo, having used Boko Haram to discredit Jonathan's administration, he called them for a roundtable meeting. They took his money, that's number one, and they told him they would stop, but they continued to attack Muslims in the North that they felt were apostates, people who did not believe in their own vision or brand of Islam. Do you know what happened? Buhari now went out to go and get the son of Yusuf Mohammed, the founder of Boko Haram. His name is Al-Banawi. I've preached this many times, but because Zoo people are hard at it. You know, they are there for dumb sometimes. It's very, very idiotic. Allow me to repeat. Buhari went and recruited Al-Banawi, his son. He was a commander in Boko Haram under Chicago. They caught him and brought him to a court in Abuja. Unfortunately for them, I was in court the same day, in the same court of Tozo, when they brought him to court. He was laughing and smiling. No handcuffs, no chains. But we, fighting for freedom, we came to court with handcuffs and chains. After a while, I think it was in Bintanyako's court, they released him. Buhari gave the order that he should release him. He's not been arrested. Al-Banna was released and given the task of only attacking the army and police and Christian worship centers. Buhari was upset that Boko Haram abandoned the plan that they built, and we are now attacking Muslims as well, bombing mosques. He was very, very upset. He now called the son of Mohammed Yusuf that Nigeria police killed to head ISIS in West Africa. Because the late dead Buhari was a very big fan of ISIS. He was a fundamentalist. He was one of those, Wahhabi, should I say, people with a very distorted view of Islam. His sect was Wahhabi. He was a very strong believer in the Wahhabi tendencies. He wanted to conquer the whole of Nigeria for Islam. But some of you are too foolish to understand. That is why they have concentration of power in the north. That is why they want to run the zoo called Nigeria as a police state. That is why they can do anything and get away with it. Anything, somebody can do anything, including coming to your village. They can go to your village tonight and massacre all of you and nothing happen. Buhari called this little boy called Al-Banawi and asked him to head ISIS to do for him what Shekau refused to do. Today, or should I say on Saturday, they attacked and sacked the village, Yamasari, in Borno. He was in custody. Not to say, well, no, he was released. Go to the court records in Abuja, you will see it there. That is why Nigeria is a country of hypocrites. Unrepentant hypocrites. And that is why the zoo must fall. The zoo must fall. You are in a country where people are telling you that Chad, a separate sovereign nation, should benefit from Nigeria. They brought in their name, national identification, whatever rubbish. 4 million Chadians have name right now as we speak. They want to unite the Fulani people together. Whereas in the East, only in the East, division prohibition everywhere to the governors that they imposed upon all of you. None of these governors can go back, go to the quiet of their bedroom and ask themselves, this thing I'm doing, is it right? How come I am here persecuting my own people? And sometimes I want to get to the root of this. How come I'm here persecuting my own people? Whereas in the north, they are united with other people, even those who are killing, pillaging, raping, and murdering others. They never receive anything. That is why they are in the mess they are in today. That is why there can never, ever be any forgiveness. The Fulani, when they came into power, they told you, we are here to fight corruption. We must fight corruption as a country. Some of you were taken by it. Some of you were so foolish you even believe them. But I know who they are. I know that Buhari is one of the most corrupt people in the world. The wife is corrupt. Aisha Buhari is wanted in the USA for corruption. She was implicated in the Halliburton bribery scandal. Aisha Buhari cannot travel to the USA. But you call the late dead husband the same. But the wife is a giver. The husband is a captain. Come on. We should wake up and smell the flooding woman, not coffee this time around. I just want to point out how foolish your average Nigerian is. How idiotic they are. I am asking you a question. Why is it that Aisha cannot transfer? Because the Fulani are corrupt. Even Lugan captured it in his report. That the Fulani are very lazy and corrupt. He said it. They just want to have a good time. Like go to Dubai. They always prefer to go to places that have been finished by other people. They go to Dubai to have fun. They go to England to buy houses. That's what they go to US. They make them now, of course. Trump banned all of them. They can no longer go there. Only if the new US president allows them to go in. Why am I saying what I'm saying? Because the Fulanis have stolen money again. They steal money every day. They have their ruling classes, the Abakianis of this world, their families, making your life a misery. And you are from the south. Every blessed day, what Nigeria? Our country, Nigeria. Fulani is busy making you cry, and you are foolishly shouting what Nigeria because you're fool, a complete idiot. What did they do? We have been writing to the Accountant General and Ministry of Defense, asking them to refund the money that they took from us. How much did they take? 7.5 billion. Secret withdrawals. Even the Senate of the Zoo summoned the Finance Minister and the AGF and ask yourself this question. Why is it that nothing will happen? Because there is an inbuilt Fulani majority in the both houses. Common sense. I want the stupid governors in the East to understand the way that the Fulani is. They were even paid, they kidnapped somebody, so Anagora. Fulani people received. In our land, 10 million to use him. And the governor, in Anambra, the governor is starting IPOB and ESN. Do you see? Anyway, I give kudos to, well done, Fulani. You did a very good job in dividing our people and making us appear very foolish. Let me go back to this. Let me leave the idiocy of Ophia not to follow you. Let me go back to this thing. That the Fulanis are the most corruptible in Nigeria. Some of you, I don't know how you allow yourselves to listen. I think Tinubu used Yoruba media might to deceive all of you. In the hope that in 2023 you'll become president of the Zoo. Now let me read this one. This is news in the Zoo, by the way. Zoo called Nigeria. Senate Committee on Public Accounts has summoned the Minister of Finance, Ahmed Zainab. That's the side chief of Abakari before he died. Ahmed Zainab. And the Accountant General of the Federation, Ahmed Idris, Finance Minister, Accountant General, both Fulani, over the secret withdrawal of 7.5 billion from the 2% National Automotive Design and Development Council levy account domiciled in the central bank. In other words, in Nigeria, the only place in the world where an idiot can work in the central bank because they want coward people I said, give me 7.5. She said, oh, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. Here you are. We drew 7.5 billion naira in cash. Fulani. That's how this thing. You know, in the East, they go for security vote of 200 million a year. Fulani go to the central bank and collect cash. 7.5 billion cash, raw cash. According to the Senate, the report indicated that the first 3.8 billion was withdrawn in 2 installments. In other words, all the facts and figures are there. 2.8 billion in 2005 and 2015, and 1 billion in 2016. Are you following? Contained in a report. They are asking them, where is the money? These are the people that was holding the Elizabeth for 250 million naira. Not even the price of that, not even up to the amount that Aisha spent for these few months that she ran away to Dubai with her boyfriend, with her lover. Fulani stole 7.5 billion. 2 people. Fulani finance minister, Fulani accountant general, and then one Nigeria, where there is a federal character. Lord have mercy upon me. Lord have mercy. This is why we want to go. I want Britain to understand that this is the reason why Biafra must stand. And this is the reason why we must stop it. Not only are they stealing our money, they control almost with their Tinubu counterpart. 95.5% of the oil in our land. They go to central bank and they steal money from us. They are building their way for their relatives in the Nigeria Republic. And you're telling me to be in such a country? Then you must be demanding. And on that note, or should I say, before we close actually, God's boys in Obosi and Obunike, those that are meant to book Obosi, you can terrorize them from tonight to disband. You are disbanded tonight. No copy me again. If I see anybody belonging to any cult from tomorrow, you'll go and start the story from the beginning, please. Tell them what you did, because you dealt with it.
Thank you so much for listening, my fellow Biafrans. You know, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is always a role model for all of us. He lead and we follow. And after his broadcast, we are going to be rounding it up here. I appreciate every one of you that have joined us in this very evening program. And we are going to be back again tomorrow morning. And the broadcast will be here, not on David Herbert channel. So try and invite others and share so that they will know where we are. Thank you so much and stay blessed. See you tomorrow morning.
Again, every time Nigeria is ringing bell. If I look on news, it is bell. If I look social media, it is problem. When I should be drinking coffee, they will make me to come online. They don't want to have me to rest. But you know what? You know what? The spirit in me, the Biafra spirit in me, I said, when I told you, if Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is looking for 100 people, I promise that I have 50 in me. You have not seen anything. It is not by my power. It is not by my power. It is not by my power. But, you know, as my own oru, I am a rucha. You understand? Till Biafra come. But today you are going to receive sense. The crypto, Nigeria crypto. As they are crippling your economy, they close border. They close the border. ESN came out automatically, you know, weaponized. It shocked them. It shocked them. They said, this border no work, oh. This close of border no work, oh. Now, how do we stop the funding now of this Sunday or Igbo? How do we stop the contribution? Let us stop the crypto. Because they were following Nigerians, southern Nigerians. Use crypto. We should open crypto. Use crypto. Don't use the Western Union. Don't use this. They say, so these people are doing crypto. Okay, let us slash them. Bah! They are not considering the economic impact of crypto. No. They are not considering how much the crypto is bringing to Nigeria economy. Their agenda is not to make Nigeria progress. No. They have a better agenda. Now you get the point. Now you get the point. My only problem is that why is it that you must wait? Thomas. Was Thomas born in Nigeria? Is Thomas a Nigerian? Is Thomas in the Bible in Nigeria? Are you a lineage of Thomas? Are you a lineage of Thomas? All of you have Thomas blood in your vein. How did you get Thomas blood in your vein? That it must happen to you first before you understand. We hear more. In Anubia, you hear more kind of man. Whoo! When we are telling you, you don't know, we are telling you, even we are not prophets, but everything we have said, everything we open this mouth to say, if it don't happen today, it will happen tomorrow. I want you to go from the beginning of this struggle. From the beginning. In fact, even the one that we are not sure of, once God asks us to say it, we will say it and God will do it. Hey! Nwanne nwoke dịrị obi m mma, ọ dị mma. Ihe mere dị mma, ihe mere dị mma, ihe mere dị mma, oh, ihe mere dị mma. I said, did you see the prayer? May God harden the heart of the leaders in Nigeria so that we will tell them, the world may know that Obi is no longer a boy. I remember when we used to read the history of the Greeks, the Greek gods. I don't know, of course you don't read all those things in Africa. The history of the Greek gods. Medusa.